The Rahman is standing by with the sport.
Cheers, John. Good evening. The final two Old Firm League games of the season will be played with no away fans at Celtic Park or Ibrox. Following concerns over supporter safety, both clubs have decided there will be no away allocation for the fixtures. Celtic host Rangers on April the 8th. The final game at Ibrox will take place in May. Meanwhile, Ange Postecoglou has defended the standard of the Scottish Premiership, that after Kyogo and Reo Hatate were left out of the Japan squad. Their boss, Hajime Moriyasu, cited the level of the league as one of the reasons the duo have been excluded. But Postecoglou has challenged this, as Ronnie Charters now reports.
They've been an integral part of Celtic's success this season, but their form is still not enough to represent their country. Kyogo has scored 26 goals across all competitions, whilst Reo Hatate has been involved in 17 goals. But they've been left out of the latest Japan squad. Head coach Hajime Moriyasu said this week the level of the league was a factor in his decision. Today, Ange Postecoglou hit back.
I don't think the selection of individual players comes down to the level of the league. There's been plenty of players who've left us or left this league and gone to the biggest leagues in the world and have performed very well. Plenty of footballers in the Scottish Premiership who have done extremely well at international level, and plenty of players who've come from top 5 leagues who have struggled in the Premiership.
Celtic welcome Hibs tomorrow, with Ange Postecoglou revealing Greg Taylor will start for the champions. That's despite the left-back not being included in the Scotland squad for the upcoming Euro qualifiers. Steve Clarke says his omission was a matter for Celtic and he was carrying an injury. Not so, says Postecoglou.
Like all the international players, we provide all the relevant information to the national teams, and it's up to them then to decide whether they call the players up or not. But from our perspective, Greg's available and will play tomorrow.
Hibs travel to Glasgow looking to get back to winning ways after their 4-1 defeat to Rangers last time out. Before that, Lee Johnston's side were on a 5-match unbeaten run and sit 4th in the Premiership.
The boys have been excellent all week, and like I say, looking forward to the game. But on that day, when you go to places like Parkhead and stuff like that, you've got to be at it, and everyone's got to be like 9 out of 10. And they've got to have 1 or 2 off days, and 1 or 2 players off it. And we've got to take our chances when we get them.
Ronnie Charters, STV News.
Football now, and both Celtic and Rangers have agreed neither club will take tickets for away fans at the next 2 Premiership encounters between the sides. Rangers visit Celtic Park on the 8th of April, with the final league meeting of the season at Ibrox after the top flight split. Meanwhile, Ange Postecoglou has defended Reo Hatate and Kyogo after their Japan national team manager once again overlooked them for upcoming friendlies against Uruguay and Colombia.
I don't think the selection of individual players comes down to the level of the league. There's been plenty of players who've left this league and gone to the biggest leagues in the world and have performed very well. Plenty of footballers in the Scottish Premiership who have done extremely well at international level, and plenty of players who've come from top 5 leagues who have struggled in the Premiership. So one man's opinion doesn't mean it's wrong, but it doesn't mean that that's the case either.